Hey, I'm meteorologist Doug Myers with the latest forecast on this Tuesday. Yesterday, we had highs in the low to mid 60s, still slightly above our average high of 60. We also had some rain at times. Wasn't overly heavy, got about a tenth of an inch to 3/10 of an inch of rainfall for much of the area, and so that has kept us above average for the month. And still dealing with a little bit of light rain as I'm recording this overnight and early Tuesday morning in north central Kansas. So we may add on to the total just a little bit in the Concordia area, maybe getting close to 0.55 inches by the time the rain is over with. So it's not going to be overly heavy, but we're still looking at above average for the month, but still need a little bit to catch up on for the year. So we'll be keeping an eye on that as we get towards the end of the week. Today, though, while it does stay cloudy for the majority of the day, it does stay dry. A little bit of mist or even some fog early this morning possible. Otherwise, late day sun with mid to upper 50s for highs. For tonight, cooling down in the upper 30s for most areas. There may be a few spots that get close to the mid 30s, but I think the risk for a freeze is very, very low. You'll notice that we're in the light blue, which indicates an extremely low opportunity, so I'm not too concerned about it, even if we do drop in the 30s for any possible freeze. Frost is unlikely too, but we'll keep an eye on that trend too. Otherwise, we will have the clouds clearing out late this afternoon. Supercast still indicates that as we get closer to about 3:30, 4 o'clock, still quite a bit of cloud cover for the eastern portion of the viewing area. But obviously, by the time the sun is down at 6:30, it's going to be clear. Here's Supercast in model number 2, maybe clearing out a little bit quicker on this computer model, so I don't really think even if we do clear the clouds a little bit quicker, it's going to have a huge impact on how warm it's going to get today. I still think for the most part, mid to upper 50s is about where we're going to end up being. Otherwise, mostly clear skies for tonight, and then we'll have a few clouds at times for tomorrow, especially in the afternoon. So I'll go with a mix of sun and clouds, and then once again as we head into Thursday, his model is showing generally mostly clear skies until we can get some clouds moving in and maybe a little bit of light rain as we get towards Thursday evening. And we'll be keeping an eye on that before the rain starts to increase on Friday. Meanwhile, for winds out of the west-northwest today, gusting near 20 miles per hour this morning, then gradually weakening by the afternoon. Winds not really a huge concern tonight, and then for tomorrow, southerly wind that could gust near 15 miles per hour. So really not much of a wind factor over the next 2 days. And temperatures a little bit warmer tomorrow. We'll go back to mostly cloudy skies Thursday. Even though you saw that computer model showing mostly sunny skies, most models actually do have a lot more cloud cover in the area. So we may have to adjust the cloud coverage on Thursday. Rain likely between Thursday night through Saturday. Now, I'm not saying likely on any one time period. It looks like maybe Friday would be the best time frame for it the way it looks now, but we'll have to adjust that as we get into that time frame. Meanwhile, here's a look at how much to expect on the European model for the next 8 days. Nothing overly heavy, especially compared to the GFS, where it's a lot heavier rainfall. And I am leaning more towards the GFS, although it may not be quite that heavy, but certainly I think it'll be a little bit heavier than what that European model did show. So we are looking at the probability of wetter than normal conditions, especially in the 8 to 14 day outlook, where the better than normal probability exists with that darker green showing up. So certainly something we'll keep an eye on. I'm also keeping my eye on a week from today and a week from tomorrow too, because the European model is wanting to bring in some colder air. Still not bad on Tuesday, the high of 63, but look at this. By Wednesday, we may be stuck in the 40s for highs as the colder air works its way into the area, and then maybe stuck in the 40s again on Thursday. The GFS is not quite that cold. You can see on Wednesday still near 60, and then on Thursday low 50s. So it does usher in relatively cooler air as we head into next week. But how cold? Especially as we get towards the second half of the work week, that's going to be something we'll keep an eye on. But at the very least, Election Day Monday should be nice. Tuesday shouldn't be too bad either. And then the question becomes, how cold will it get Wednesday? Is that cold front going to come through or stall out and come through a little bit later and maybe not get quite as cold? That's going to be the question for the second half of the work week. Regardless, right now it looks like most of next week is staying dry, but that's subject to change too. So there's a few opportunities, a few things here and there. Cloud coverage over these next couple of days. Temperature-wise, next week that there is some minor uncertainties within the overall forecast, but still looks like a pretty good bet of rain at the very least Friday into Saturday morning. We'll see how long it lingers into Saturday afternoon for the rain chance, but definitely Friday into Friday night being the higher probability of rain during that time frame.